Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, okay. I actually usually start with this. I kind of like to... It's a very calming little theme, and it's kind of a consistent place to start out from and to end up at. Anyway, that way I can have the game open, I can fix everything I need to, like the current location and all that, and then I can have a consistent place to start from. Anyway. Oh. I'm gonna have to fix something else, probably. Ah. Okay, there we go. Okay, is that better? Yeah, so for some reason my desktop forgot that this microphone existed and needed to reinstall it or something. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully the volume looks normal again to me, so hopefully it's how it should be. Alright, so this room. Interesting. Okay. Don't do that on turn 10. So the goal here is just to get all these skipper nests out to where I can kill them. In that case, I'm better off not letting them spawn while I'm trying to do that, right? Although I guess I might not have a choice all the time. I do need to be careful not to get the mimic out of the force arrows. That should work. Maybe I'm okay from here, honestly. Yeah, okay, they're all at the edge, so I can kill them, I think. This is probably not the most intelligent way to handle this room, but I still think it should work. Eventually. There we go. This should be good. I've kind of accidentally lined these up to where they can't really be very effectual. There we go. Okay, and this room. we have some spiders, some rock golems, this path. So I need something to stand here that will go off of it later. If I have a golem pile here, that seems like it should be good enough. Well, maybe not. I would need a couple of golem piles, probably, since this starts way over on the west side. I guess I'd want a pile on the west side, not the east side, really. If I can manage to do that somehow. There's not really much of a foothold in this room. Yeah, I don't, like, there's no obstacles to help me get around this guy. Maybe something like that. No, he's going to the wrong place. You can come that way first. Still going to the wrong place. Well, that would work if I could stab him when he went there. I don't know. This doesn't really seem possible. I think his path would have to be entirely diagonal from there to that spot for this to work. There's no way to put him on that diagonal line, though. Yeah, if this deep water tile was one south of where it is, then that could work. I don't see how to make it work, though, in this situation. I mean, I only have 3 golems. That's 2 to make a pile with, and 1 to actually stand on the button. I'm aware that there is a spider in existence in this room, but I can see absolutely no way for it to be useful. I mean, if the spider's supposed to stand on this plate, then how am I ever supposed to keep it there? It's not going to work. There's no obstacles sufficient to keep something that moves like a roach from just slipping off of the plate instantly. Like, for that, I would need like 4 golem piles on 4 stepping stones, and that's not gonna work. I don't have that much. pull him one tile south and then get out from under him? I don't think so. Or one tile west? Don't think I can do that either. Maybe I can pull him there and then north? No, I can't get around him to do that. And I can't get around him from that position either. I don't know, the room really wants me to put him here, but that's a completely useless position. There is absolutely no purpose to putting something here. Like, suppose there's a spider in this position, or a rock golem, it doesn't matter. All that's going to happen is I stand on this shallow water and it immediately leaves the plate. Wait. Oh, I need something off the plate, don't I? That complicates it considerably. So I need something to be waiting to go on the plate somehow. I really don't see how that's supposed to work. And then it's supposed to get on the plate from a move diagonally upward. When I go here, it's supposed to get on the plate. And then it's supposed to come back off as soon as I step here. And then I guess it's supposed to somehow magically kill itself on this hot tile, which I'm even less sure how that's supposed to work. I guess I can try to make something work and just bring it one step at a time. So current theory is I need to have a golem here, right to the east of the button, because that way the spider would be stuck up against it and then would go yeah, I don't see how I can kill something in that position, though. But if the spider's supposed to press this plate, then it has to do it by moving northwest. So it has to be exactly southeast of the plate. There's really no way to put a golem there. Again, the only place I can reasonably expect to put a golem is completely useless. And I can put one here, and that doesn't help me. The logic is really simple. I'm going to step here and be out of stealth, and that's supposed to... I don't know. I guess that's not supposed to put the spider on there yet? I really don't know. So the spider moves south, moves northwest, and then moves northeast. I guess in that case I want a golem to be due south here, like right here. Alright. Yeah, I keep conflating. I keep thinking that I want this down before I get to this door. Somehow I'm getting the state of the doors reversed in my head every time I think about them. I don't know why. I guess I'm used to needing things to be in the right state before I enter the completion area, rather than putting them in the right state after. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, that's relatively easy. If that's the case, I don't know why I need a third golem, but I guess I'll find out if I just keep trial and erroring. Okay, so in theory, that should be enough. I need to take advantage of this T-shape to put the spider there, and then these two spots will make it stand on that. Oh yeah, and then I have to magically keep it there for 5 turns or something, which I also don't know how to do. Given that I need a golem to be an obstacle for it before it can go to there anyway. I don't know where I would get a 4th golem to hold this spot. Yeah, that only works because there is an obstacle there. That wouldn't work under any other conditions. I don't know, it doesn't matter anyway, because there's no way to make a golem stay here for me to stab it in the first place. I tried that before because I thought I needed it for some other reason, but I can't actually do that. Like, this is really the only place I can put a golem if I'm bringing it from the south. And if I'm bringing it from the north, I can put it north of the button, but not east of it. I really don't understand what this room expects me to do. Like, this end goal path makes absolutely no sense. Like, it makes sense enough that I'm supposed to go here and go there, and maybe that's supposed to put something on the plate, but there are not enough resources in this room, and there's no way to place them in such a way that that would stay on the plate while I walk all the way to the east here. That just can't work. I don't understand what it's asking, like, what I'm expected to be able to do. Hello. Like, there doesn't exist any way to even put a golem here at all in the first place. And even if I could, I have 3 and I would need 4 because I need 1 to block here and 1 to block there. Maybe I'll come back to this room after I try the one to the north. I don't know why, but it could make more sense then. I don't remember any of the rest of this level feeling this convoluted, but I don't know. Well, this is really suspicious, isn't it? Why is there a southeast force here? Oh, there's a spider there that I couldn't see. And there isn't... There isn't a vision token in this room. Why is there a seeding beacon then? There's no challenge scroll. This secret wall continues that way. Okay. So, to access that secret, I need to kill 1 golem here. I need to kill at least 1 of them to open the door. Well, actually... do I have to clear the room to access the secret? Doesn't seem like I do. The main question then is, how do I actually get a guy to stand right here? Guess. No, that would be more doable if I could get past this door. All right, let's try to get past the door first, then. Now I have to have something here to block a golem up. So I think I need to use 2 of them for this. Because I probably need to get to the shallow water on the west of where the orb is, while a golem is somewhere that he can be guided from relative to that. Like that. Or not. Try there. Or there. I need him to be north of the pile. Now I go south. There we go. Now is that actually... that isn't close enough, apparently. So I guess I have to do this as far west as possible. Somehow. Still no way to do this. I just need to do that. That. I guess that technically still uses the pile for something. Yeah, that should be good enough, I hope. Get the orb. The spider exists. Let's see the spider. Thank you. Okay, go over there. And then guide it back this way. Okay, now the idea is I need to use this here to pull a golem onto that. There. Not that hard. Let's see the secret room. Oh, that's just the way out. Okay. I thought for a second this might be a secret room that leads to another secret room or something. No. So this opens the way for the golems. And we have a roach. So the plan is just to try and get the golems to help me go north somehow. There's not really anything to work with here to like hold them in place or get them out of the way. There's basically nothing here. get one of them. I'm pretty sure that I need every golem and the mirror to all be used in a northward direction. Can't have these hanging around in my way. I'm not really sure how to get them out of the way. I guess that kind of works for that one, but that's not really good enough. Okay, that might help more if I can survive it. Help? Probably not, but let's try it anyway. See. It is something. that works remarkably well. There we go. This is largely a just do exactly the right thing and then everything falls into place, I guess, kind of room. Bumping into all walls. Alright, 255 turns. Okay, back to the one I can't figure out, which isn't a secret room and isn't supposed to be as hard as the one I just did, presumably. Okay, so let me try again to understand. I need to not have anything on the plate until I step here. After I step here, I need something to be on the plate so that I can go here. After I go here, then whatever was on the plate has to somehow make it to this hot tile. That probably isn't that hard. After going here, I'm going to go here and kill that. So whatever is here is going to continue to be here. And then stepping here will make it go southeast toward the hot tile, but not really. It would have to make a single move east and then stay on the hot tile, which might be something I can arrange by using the shallow water. So I'm going to assume the last part of just killing it on the hot tile isn't really a problem. What is a problem is that there is no way to have something not standing here and then standing here and then stay here the entire time I'm going east across this thin ice. Because if something is here, then it has to be blocked to the east for me to go across the ice. But if it's blocked to the east, the only thing that can block it is two of these golems being a stepping stone in a pile on this exact space. Well, first of all, there's no way to make something like do the dance of not on this button, then on this button, other than using two golems here and using this guy. And secondly, there's not even any way to kill a golem on this tile in the first place, as I tried, and it doesn't work. So I don't know how this is supposed to be possible. Like, it's really easy to kill something there, but that doesn't matter unless I kill two of them there. Once I do that, then I've used up 2 out of the 3 available, and I need another 2 to do anything useful for the last part. Yeah, sure. I may not remember what all of the statements are, but I have some idea of what I think is doable and not in this room. Well, that doesn't matter if I can't place one to the east of the plate. Confuses me in the first place that there are 3 golems, because if, as it seems to be the case just by meta-analysis of the room, if the spider is supposed to be the thing that does all of the movements, like if the spider is supposed to be the thing that does all of the moving, then it's never going to be useful to have a third golem. Because the only thing that the golems can do for me is block the spider's movement by being two of them being a rock pile. And it doesn't really help. Like, unless I can put a rock pile in the right place, having three, I don't know. I only can use two of them at a time per rock pile. The third one cannot be useful for that. Like, if I place a rock pile somewhere that is possible to do that at, then I just have a golem that I have to kill and can't use for anything. Like, the spider doesn't care whether there's a stepping stone or a shallow water on a tile. It doesn't matter. Lets me use a sword on that tile, but that also doesn't really help. If the thing I need is for there to be a golem pile directly to the east of the plate, there's no way to actually get a golem into a position that lets me do that, then it doesn't really matter if I can have more places to hold my sword from. Like, I can't even make a golem stay to the east of the plate at all in the first place. If I could have one here, then it might work, but there's no way to put one here, even, to the southeast of the plate. It can only be to the south, and that's not enough to be useful. that it? That's very hard to come up with. You basically mostly have to know that that's exactly how you're supposed to get to it. I don't know. I just don't think I like this room. Need to figure out how this part is supposed to work. Like that's not it. That's probably it. Okay then. Okay, yeah, that works fine. Alright. Is that the last room? That's the last room. Again, barring any secrets I might have missed, but exit level it says, so I will. Okay. So, shallow water and spiders and thin ice. And did I forget anything else? I think it was those three things. There we go. I haven't even looked at most of this level. I bumped into this one on my way back from that secret level. Oh yeah, stepping stones. Which I don't tend to remember as a distinct element so much as the inevitable result of, looks like there's some kind of settlement up ahead. I can't get close enough to call out to those guards until I drop this blue door. Alright. Anyway, I tend not to think of stepping stones as a separate element, although they are. I just tend to think of them as the consequence of shallow water and rock golems existing together. Or, you know, mirrors or whatever else. I guess... Have we not done Wraithwings? I thought we had, but we've definitely done hot tiles before. And Wraithwings are the only other thing here. Okay, let's see what Veil of Shadows really is. It's by Insoluble. Nice. In the very center of the Oystian Lowlands, all the rivers coming down from the mountains pile together into an untidy lake. This lake drains into the Black River, cutting north toward the Welmish Ocean like a narrow crack ripping the mass of the highlands in two. Walls of rock rise above the river, so close by on either side that barely any light can get through. Looking down the valley is like staring into a pit, hoping that as time passes and you adjust to the darkness until it engulfs your senses, you will eventually sense a tiny glint of light at the other end. There are creatures here that love the darkness. Wraithwings are naturally timid and are known all over the Eighth. Many kings and nobles love to have a pet that will flutter around harmlessly for them, but will perform the useful task of biting people they don't like. But here, in their home territory, they are another animal entirely. Many a foolish soul have wandered into the valley in hopes of capturing a few Wraithwings for the pot. These encounters all go the same way, a sudden chattering coming from all directions, a flutter of wings, and then silence as the brief stirring is over and the valley goes back to sleep. Oh wow. Okay. So here we get a concise view of how Wraithwings behave. I'm too close to that lone Wraithwing. He'll keep his distance unless I can find something to block him with. Yep. I'm fine with lone Wraithwings, but groups of Wraithwings are an arcane magic that I do not and cannot understand. So... obviously I can't do that. Because I'll just get stuck, right? Oh, there we go. He'll step out like that. So what I really want is, yeah, onto a diagonal tile. Perfect. Okay. Press F3 to toggle puzzle mode. Among other features, this gives you a grid overlay that makes it easier to count squares on pits, ormites, and other non-tiled terrain. Sure. There's no way to make this Wraithwing go all the way out to where those snakes are. I would expect there to be a platform in this room or something, but for some reason there just isn't. Like if I want to kill that snake, I need to wait orthogonal to that Wraithwing. And then there's no way to kill any of the others. Right? Sure. Starting from this side doesn't help. Starting from here doesn't really seem to help either. I mean, I can kill these two, but not the one in the far east, southeast. And I say I can kill these two, but apparently I can't. Well, standing on this one doesn't actually help in any way. So I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it won't go far enough away. To actually kill that snake. Somehow that worked. Alright then. I guess I should lock the room since the other lit tile is all the way at the room edge for some reason. That's not actually close enough to the snake, apparently. Yeah, that's not close enough to actually be able to kill the snake from there. Like, from this position it turns toward me, which means it's which means it's in a stable position and not trying to go away. And it stays turned toward me if I go here. So that snake is actually too far away from this tile. I don't see how counting is going to help when I have clear evidence that I'm too far away by the fact that it just isn't working. Oh, somehow it works there. Okay. I don't really know what I did differently besides just fiddle with it until it decided to work, but I don't know. Okay, what is in this room? I think I need the Wraithwing to stand. Well, it would be helpful if the Wraithwing would stand on the tile behind the Roche Queen, so that the Queen wouldn't be able to spawn. But I think that's too far away to realistically arrange that on a consistent basis. I guess that works. And I have to run for each of these buttons in turn, and then every 3 turns come back and do that again. Okay. What's up with this bridge? Does this lead to a regular room or a secret room? Regular. And also not one I can enter from... Oh no, I enter it this way. What do I need to do in this room? Looks an awful lot like I need to keep a snake alive in this room. Alright. If I go there, I'm just stuck there, right? Yeah, so don't go there. I feel like I'm losing turns by doing this wrong somehow. Like, I want every turn possible to be a turn where the Wraithwing moves, but every time it has to turn around a corner, I don't know how I can possibly make it move faster. Like at the beginning, I have to spend a couple of turns just getting it started. To make one circle, right? Is it behaving differently because it's to the northwest? Seemed a lot more willing to chase me in the right direction going this way. Oh, is this this is just vertical preference causing a problem, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know how to force it to go east aside from using the snake's own body to keep it in place. Which I guess is okay. I just only have so much snake to work with. Okay, that's good enough, actually. Okay. And from here, I can just finish the room. Okay. When I first looked at how the buttons that allowed the roach to move worked, I thought the snake needed to stay long enough to press 2 of them at a time. I guess that would be a harder version of some sort, where you had force arrows there rather than doors. Alright, so this is a classic, very typical Wraithwing maze of arrows thing. I know how to make this work. I don't know why, I tend to call that pattern of like going diagonally and backwards and diagonally and backwards and forward again. Like diagonal back, forward. I tend to call this scissoring for some reason. I don't think that's really a good term for it. I mean, it's really just zigzagging in a very specific way. Alright, here we have another monster maze. Is somebody supposed to go first? Or are they supposed to work together? I would guess the fact that I can release both of them at the same time likely means I'm supposed to make them work together. As in, the roach should block the Wraithwing. Yeah, exactly. Sawtoothing. Maybe I should call it that. Okay. Keep going. The Wraithwing... Wraithwing moves in front of the roach, I think. Or moves before the roach. There we go. Now everybody can die. This is good enough. I guess I'll just keep going in this direction for now. Okay. So one decoy has to go here. Take a guess where the other one goes? Is that the idea? Maybe the other one should go here. Yeah, this works. That big loop of bridge in the north side of the room, I guess it exists for aesthetic reasons. It doesn't really seem necessary for the puzzle, at least. Alright, and that's that edge. Let's just go on to the east. Alright, we have another and very different... What are you? I guess I thought Wraithwings were not immune to force spikes, but I was probably thinking about about fire traps, I mean. Well, anyway, so this is another case of presumably needing them to help each other somehow. I guess I would like this to be a turn where it's stabbing. And then I'm wanting the Wraithwing to skate across the roaches, right? And that's it. Okay. I don't know why there is that one blank tile up here. Maybe that's nothing, but it might mean something, I don't know. No, I guess that tile doesn't mean anything. Alright. Just decorative or something. Or it could be that there's a different solution I didn't see that uses it. Alright. So this is a relative of that other room, except maybe things are easier? I don't know. Not sure how to make it go all the way over there. Should I be trying to put the Wraithwing north of all of these and then have it drag through them? Could be. Yeah, that might be it. This is more what I was envisioning in the previous snake-related room. Something like this. I can basically just repeat that trick twice, well, once more, I guess, really, to get the other two snakes. I think I want it here. Alright, now just to get the last one. This Wraithwing. Alright, and that's this whole pair of columns, so I guess I'll go east from here now. Here is the first room with multiple Wraithwings in it, in this level. In this hold, I guess. To let me know I can backswipe them if I'm on a platform, I guess. Which is interesting because you can't do exactly the same maneuver with, you cannot do that maneuver with a water raft if there's a water skipper in the way. Okay. There are no monsters in this room. This seems to instead be about messing with a platform. Oh, is it? I didn't realize that. And this is a secret room earned by doing what I just did, where we need to fight Wraithwings with dagger. You can take the sword back if you want. Oh, I see. The hard part of this is going to be killing the last guy. That's why there's all these Ormites. There we go. You really need the dagger's reach to do that sort of thing. But this also leads over here to another secret room. And in this one, I guess we want to make use of Wraithwings to avoid being fully surrounded by roaches somehow. With there being two of them, I'm a lot less sure how to actually do that. I mean, I can do this, but I'll just get killed. I don't know how I can block two sets of roaches with two Wraithwings. Not off the top of my head, at least. I assume some of the aforementioned black magic is necessary for this to work. Yeah. Yep, just a little bit of black magic. That's all. Only a little bit. Alright, 2 secret rooms for the price of 1. I don't know, is this the price of a secret room? Theoretically. Okay. We have something happening over there. Okay. So here you get disarmed, you press this and it lets the Wraithwings out. You press this and it blows that up. Oh, okay. So this is saying put the Wraithwings into these 2 positions and then press this button. This has got... I have a severe sense of deja vu. I must have played a room like this, or an early version of this room at some point. I don't know. Whatever. So the idea here seems to be... I need to place the Wraithwings into perfect position and then press the orb. Somehow. This might take a while. Well, I had them in the right relative position to each other and kind of to myself, but not on the right tiles for a second there. Like, this is almost good, but not really. I can't get all the way to the button like this. There we go. Alright, now to try the other one. I mean, the rules are basically exactly the same, but I'm trying to do it from a different position that activates the fire traps. That looked awfully close. Well, what? Oh, there we go. Sure. I mean, I guess that makes sense, kind of. I moved them onto the fire traps instead of making the fire traps appear under them. That wasn't exactly the same as what room I thought I was remembering. So I was remembering some room that's kind of like this, except the trick is that you can take your sword back or something for that second part. Remembering might be the wrong word. I might just be imagining it, honestly. Okay. So I guess this mimic potion exists solely to put a non-interfering guy. Yeah, solely so that that's a hot tile and a place that you activate the Wraithwing gaggle from. There's nothing... Oh. Okay, I need to be facing north here, because the last Wraithwing has to die on the green door, which means I have to face the worst possible direction for this situation here. Basically. Okay. It's not that bad. That should be good enough. There we go. Okay. I guess that could have been a decoy, except it might have messed with things just a little bit. Oh yeah, maybe. Some diagonal direction would be especially challenging, I'd guess, as well. I'm just taking this bridge path for no reason. I guess it leads to this room. So what's the deal here? That's gonna trap you in with a lot of roaches. And then you have to push one of those orbs by surviving the roaches. So we have 4 Wraithwings, and we need to somehow make them cooperate enough to block the roaches off, and also not kill me. I don't know, isn't just one enough in this situation? I could be wrong, but it's worth a try. First, I need to actually get it to go in the right direction. I think I'd need 2. 1 is not enough. Maybe 2 is enough. Yeah, sure, just oscillate in place, why don't you? If I can get both of them to be in the same row going westward, that's the ideal. Well, it would be more ideal if they... There we go. Yeah, just 2. 2 is enough. 1 is not enough, 2 is enough. 3 is probably too much. Ah, here's the exit of the level, with the rare and dangerous sideways stairs. This room is full of ore mites. So the goal here is just to survive the presence of 2 Wraithwings somehow. I'm surprised they didn't kill me from that position. I'd believe that's possible, but I don't want to try to do it. It sounds pretty hard. Have I messed things up with this one? Maybe. Let's go back. I need to pull both of them out, I guess at the same time somehow. Or something. I need to get that other one to come out. It's not immediately obvious how I can do that. But there we go. Stay out. Okay, perfect. Now they're both out. Okay. So that's the journey that walking on the bridge led me to. And now I guess I'll go back the other way. Alright, I didn't try this room. So these two need to come out of these boxes from opposite sides. I guess I need to somehow push that one. Yeah, I was probably missing something relatively simple. I don't know... Wait, can I not just... I can use the tunnels for that part. Okay. Then I need this one to not go past the 4 zeros. I think I need this one to be south of me to lure the other one out of the 4 zeros, right? Or, well, not south apparently, but something like that. Tunnel usage approved. Okay. So... what's the deal here? Just try to survive somehow. And then use the hot tiles to kill them also somehow. Considering that I can't turn my sword any way but east, I don't know how I would ever even actually kill them. I just need to somehow make them all line up in a row. I can get 3 of them lined up in a row, but not more than that. And then they just start doing that forever. Am I supposed to make something happen before going inside? I don't know how I could do that. Like maybe pull them really far to the east. Well, I can't make them stay there because of how things are placed. Maybe. Is this what I need to do? I think it might be. Alright, Wraithwing Skewer. Is that the last room? I think it might be. We have this nice rectangle, plus an extra little bit jutting out here for the entryway. And that's some really nice level art there, map art. Like, it looks like all these neat squiggles and things going out all over the place. I don't think there's a way that this could possibly have any more secret rooms. Yeah, I went through 2 of them, so probably I can skip this one for the cleanup later, whenever I get around to that. Realistically, I might anticipate getting to the exam of this level, doing that, and then hurrying back. Well, I guess there might be an exam and then an interlude type thing. Then I would go back and do that place that I opened with the card from Potion Distillery, because I don't think I've been there yet. And then do a bunch of secret cleanup after that or something. Yeah, this level went pretty well, mostly. I didn't have any rooms that made me get stuck as badly as how's that room with the shallow water? Sorry, I'm having a bad yawn. So I need to keep this newer. And I also need to not die. You start specifically facing in a direction that's inconvenient for both of these games. Okay, there we go. This should work. Yeah, Wraithwings, like, you can use them in a simplistic way, but they are kind of inherently a difficult element if you really seriously make use of them for puzzles. I might have some kind of unconscious, intuitive understanding of how to jiggle them just right to make multiple Wraithwings behave sometimes, or at least 2 of them behave sometimes. It's not something I could possibly put into words, though. I've just had to deal with it so much that I have some clue of what I'm doing sometimes. How did I get to this area? Oh, here's some diagonals. And that's the exit from the secret area, so I can't actually go there. South. Here's something. Uh-oh. We're introducing the mothers of Tar, and possibly other things. Have we seen Gel yet? I can't remember that we've seen Gel, but Tar and Mud, at least, we're going to have introduced mothers. Viscous Incubator. Nuntar. Alright. One reason that humans tend not to get on with other intelligent species is that even if they agree about all the essential things in life, such as which plants are poisonous and which monsters are not safe to keep as pets, they have drastically different ideas about trivial notions such as harmony and beauty. To a human, a well-kept house is one in which the floors are swept clean, the air is purified of anything resembling the smells of the outdoors, and the walls are painted in colors such as deep purple that nature would never countenance. There are other species that disagree. To them, a moist swampland, sticky with the scent of rotting flesh, cool and lightless, is a paradise in which they can thrive. Let them move in, and they will spread out rapidly and make the place their own, and in bubbling ooze and crusted layers of muck set up defenses that make it clear that humans are not welcome here anymore. Alright. We have both kinds of mother right away. Greb, who put these fences here? I've got to get to that tar mother before things get out of hand. Or this whole room will soon be covered in noisome goop. Fences. Alright. I would tend to think of those as signposts, but I guess we don't really have a fence graphic. Do I have time to kill all these? Yeah, I do. I don't even have to stab that. Yeah, there's no black doors in this room. Yay. Noisome goop evaded. What's with this tunnel? Oh, it's a way back from over there. Okay. Is that a challenge scroll? It might be. Yeah, it sounds kind of British to me. Okay, that's gonna... Is the scrolls challenge gonna be to clear the room without... Yep, okay. Clear the room without opening the door around this scroll. That's what I expected. So... For that, I can't completely get rid of either of these, but I can reduce the forwarding by a little bit, temporarily. I can make this work. Yep. Yeah, those two don't matter. What does this do? Alright, I just need to be rid of the mothers. Okay, cool. That's a way to make me be rid of the mothers to hit that orb, which, what does that orb do? Oh, okay. So I have to be rid of the mothers to hit that orb, but... I don't have to destroy all of the tar stuff or anything. I think doing this isn't really necessary. The horde is already much smaller without the tar mother's contribution, but why not make it easier by a little bit to get back over there? Alright, no more spawning. That only really helps a little bit. Most of the trouble isn't even... Well, that's fine. Anyway, population explosion. Okay. Welcome to Mothers Help You Out Sometimes when you need to cut something. Especially Tar Mother. Oh, this is asking for an awful lot of efficiency. Especially since you're only allowed to enter from this side. Oh boy. You have just barely enough time to do that. Alright. Well, I did it. Let's go west. I would probably regret spending turns turning there. Okay. I need to wait 60 turns. Okay. I just... No, this is unsurvivable. Okay. How can this be done? Should I try facing diagonally? I don't think that can work. Well, maybe. I can change my facing once I have access to the switching token. I don't think I understand how I can survive this on hot tiles. They're coming up from way too far south, no, way too far east for me to actually, maybe not. Okay, I just need to repeat exactly that again. Exactly, how did I do that? Well, actually, I don't have to. I can just use this now. Alright, that's not so bad. You just have to do exactly the right thing once, I guess. Alright, moving on to the east. We have some goblins. Something is happening with all this. Okay, so if I understand correctly, I'm not allowed to get rid of the Tar Mother or either of the queens until I've pressed this button, which requires something to happen over there. Oh boy, this looks like a pain. This looks like a pain. Yep. We have a couple of mirrors. So I need a mirror to go here to open that, to toggle that. And then I have to put another mirror there to open that, to toggle that. All within very particular time limits. Okay then. Wait, is this the one I wanted first? It is not. No, I need to go... Okay. I think I said, "What is this?" or something, and he was just responding, but I won't speak for someone else, but that was the impression I had. I was like, "What is this? This is a room. Can you see what it is?" Alright, I can occasionally... No, that was the one time that I could. Am I allowed to put something that isn't a mirror here? No, because it would be permanently trapped in there. Anyway, so now I need to get things fixed on the other side before it's too late. Right, we're gonna have goblins now. Stick them behind all these, or in front of all these roaches. There's not really enough crowding to get away with that kind of thing. But I think maybe I can make things work here eventually. When did I mess that up? Wait, what? Alright, hang on. I think I can do better. Okay, hit that. And I need to hit that again. But this time, I've already dealt with the mirror, so that should be a little bit less bad. So now I haven't already failed. This is a case where I honestly feel like having a speech line or something for "you failed this room" might have been helpful. I mean, I know that if something spawns in that area, then I failed, and anyone sufficiently observant should be able to realize that. But you still really don't want to be in a situation where you've been fighting the horde, focusing on that for like 30 turns, and then you're like, oh wait, there's a tar baby in there, I failed. I said voice line maybe, but I meant speed. You know what I mean. These goblins are really some attention hogs, aren't they? Can I stand on this bridge? That might be usable. No. Well, not that way at least. I don't think that focusing on that bridge is really very wise. Why does this door exist? I already have to interact with that orb just to deal with this corner anyway. Oh well. Okay, this might work. No. It would work if things didn't spawn exactly when I was trying to do that. I have to kill these goblins. They are way too much of a pain. one. That's two. Now I can make my way over there in relative safety. Let's have a little less spawning this round, shall we? Really? Okay, fine. I guess I wasn't efficient enough. This should work, probably. Alright. So there should be nothing else I need to do as far as I know. Well... No, I guess I do need to reclose and reopen that. Okay. I was hoping to get over to those two quickly enough to kill them in their pen or something. That's not really doable, though. Maybe I can use this little hallway in a minute. Or maybe I should just focus on getting back to the east this time. Since I know I have to. Oh, look at that. I stumbled onto a great place to kill that goblin. Let's see. I think that had to do with the other goblin blocking it, but that's fine. Now there's only one of them. And I know that I can kill them at the corner of this little area here. Waiting around there is not a good idea. There we go. Now press that, and I'm actually a spawn cycle ahead. There are no more goblins to be released. I just need to hurry back over to the other side. Maybe spending my time trying to get rid of that is not a good idea. Something more like this might be better. Yeah, that left me plenty of time to spare. And now that that's open, I can just hit this to get rid of the seating beacon and go straight after the Tar Mother. There we go. Now the timer is dead. Alright then. Plenty of distinct obstacles all over the place with that one, contributing to a dynamic horde room, I would say. What's the deal with this? That's a timer, isn't it? I have to get rid of all of this mud before the snake dies, I'm guessing. Wait, there's no mud mother in here. What is this doing here instead of in red stuff? Or blue stuff, I guess. It could have had it as well. I don't think it's possible to kill those any faster than that. I was basically doing things as quickly as possible without dying. Like, am I supposed to somehow drag a giant crowd of mud babies with me as I go? I don't think that's possible. Yeah, I can't backswipe with things in this situation. It doesn't matter anyway. I have to kill all of these mud babies before I can, like what? Like, I can't even go try to hit that orb without killing all of the mud babies first anyway. That is not nearly enough time. That's maybe half enough time to do all of this that it's asking me to do. Like, that is the fastest I can imagine this being possible to do. And you have to kill all of the mud babies for this to be survivable anyway. For the exact same reason that you need the snake's help in the first place. I mean, I guess you could get rid of some of the leftovers after you're done with the black gate. What magical thing am I supposed to do here? Maybe the idea is this diagonal shape directioning? I don't know. Yeah, that's still not enough. Feels closer, at least. I don't know, this feels pretty magic move sequency to me. It's like, guess exactly what thing the architect stumbled into that makes this work in that few turns. I don't know. That timer should have been set longer. This is too much to ask. Like, unless you happen to know exactly what the right thing to do is, it's never going to work. It doesn't help, this is one of those obnoxious timers that starts out from the instant you start the room, and not from someplace in the middle of the room, so I have to guess what the right way to even be facing as I enter the room is supposed to be in the first place. Like, it's not clear to me if I'm even facing the right way to start with, and I have no idea how to tell. I guess this can't be any better or worse than what I was doing. Well, I mean, this. Since it's vertically symmetric, I guess I only have 4 facings to guess between instead of 8. Like, there's no real trick to this. There's no puzzle. It's just guess which is the right way to face, and then it'll work out. Guess what is the right thing to do, and it'll work out. This doesn't really feel like a great puzzle, so much as just, can you guess what the architect figured out would work? Like, what is this teaching? If you're inclined to think of it that way, although I think we're kind of past the part of this level that's supposed to have rooms that teach specific things. But what is this even teaching? I don't know. This has a green door. Is there like an even worse version of this beyond that? I'm gonna try something else. I don't like this room. For now, I'm gonna go do something else. I'm pretty sure I left a bunch of rooms off in... Well, at least I can go north from here, but I think even before this, I left another direction I could be going. Alright, what's this? Man, pushing the wrong buttons. I'm not sure. For one thing, I guess if I do that, then I'll get access to what's to the north from here, which seems to be of interest. Oh, okay. This is just a straight horde room, isn't it? Wait. What's to stop me from just killing that as tar? Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's any reason I can't kill that as tar. Maybe the idea is that I need to be rid of all of the spawn points by way of... So that, because that area traps you in. That could be it. Oh well, I guess I'll just try to play by what seems to be the intended rules. This does seem to be a pretty straightforward horde-type room, as far as I can tell, with the ability to reduce how much gets spawned per cycle by way of these trapdoors. I can't tell that I would be missing anything. There's not a lot that I could be missing, I mean, as far as I can tell. Too much of a rush to get there. That's a somewhat better position. Yeah, okay, going to a corner basically lets most of everything reach me, is the one problem with hurrying toward that. But now I can start eliminating spawns, basically. I don't know what the reason could possibly be, honestly. Aside from annoying the player slightly. I mean, like, there's no... Not a green door in this room. Well, I I mean, there's a green door, but there's not an open green door that will become closed or anything. I don't know. I guess so. I mean, you still kind of can, but... Anyway. Alright. Fairly tough, but straightforward kind of horde room. Alright. Now... I guess now I'll try and understand this room. But isn't it just I go here, I go there, I press this, I kill things? Seems like that's all there is to it. So is this just an easier horde room then? Maybe I have to go back and forth multiple times for some reason. In which case I wouldn't be able to kill that. Alright, let's assume that's the case. Yeah, I think I see what we're going for. This construction can only be cut as tar from this position. But... somehow you have to keep that from resealing itself. I don't know how I can do that. I guess I have to do something like this. And try to keep at least one of these spawns like in there to where it'll keep it from becoming proper mud. I don't see how to do that exactly. This isn't really friendly to that goal that I can tell. It's not like I can go all the way back over and across and around in 30 turns. And I guess I can press this and then worry about that. I don't know. This still doesn't seem possible. This still doesn't seem capable of working. Maybe that's good. Yeah, that should do it, actually. Okay. Now it won't plug itself up. And I can just go do what I need to do. So this is the other kind of puzzle, plus a milder horde room attached to it. Going back to mud shouldn't be as big of a deal this time, because that will stay mud cuttable for quite a while, actually. I thought the fact that it was a diagonal line made that not work. Like it's because they can always slip through. Maybe I misunderstood something. Alright, now it should be... yeah, just fine. Alright, and just clean up the last of the enemies. And you're done. And I can go to the east now. Okay. The vision token didn't show me anything new. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I know what you want, okay. So I need the tar eye to be on a corner where I won't, or is it... yeah. No, it doesn't care if a tar eye is in a corner, but I need these to be mud eyes that are reachable, but not on a corner. Because in that situation, they won't actually destabilize, or whatever is the right term for it. I'm not immediately sure how to keep it that way long enough to go all the way. Actually, I only get to swap once. I don't know. Maybe if I just clear as much as possible and then go swap, that would be good enough. That seems dubious, but I can't think of any other way for this to work. I don't know that this is really doable. Well, okay. That pile of tar babies I have there, if they could be persuaded to kind of stay like that most of the time, that would be good enough to work for that one. I don't know. I guess as long as I have a way in, it doesn't matter that much. They close themselves off really fast, though. I guess that tar baby in the corner is ideal for that one on the north side. So I should strive for something similar here. I spent a lot of time doing nothing very useful, I guess. That's fine. I just needed to have an entrance to both in tar mode. That was really it. There we go. This was a lot less complicated than I was making it. Okay. Up. What is going on here? There's a lot of things in this room. highly symmetric, but I don't... A lot of things close each other off. What? Well, I need something to kill these two. So, presumably... What are these closed by? Nothing? Nothing. Why are these doors? So I need to reach every eye. I guess from here I have to do the swap. And then I can go up this way. Through here if I'm willing to close that off, which I'm really not. This also closes that off. Okay. Well... What? This room makes no sense. So the way these doors and buttons are set up, if I go this way, no. Then I could do that. That would give me access to that area where the decoy potion is from this side, I guess. Yeah, the way everything is, I either have to use the mimic potion or the decoy potion on each side to get rid of the two eyes that are, stuck behind doors. So if I use up a mimic potion, then I have to have the ability to get the corresponding decoy potion to make up for that. Which, fine, in this case I can, by doing this. But then what? I guess I can go this way, since I don't have any reason to go that way. But at this point, there is no way I can finish the room. I would have to be able to swap again. This is only solvable if I had access to another tar switch. Because I have to somehow kill everything in there and kill the one that requires me to put something behind a wall. Okay. If instead of that, I don't know, put a mimic here. I don't think this is useful. There's no way this is right. Yeah, you can't even get to any of the mimic potions trying to do that. I don't believe this is possible without a second switching token, or some other resource equivalent to that. This is the most promising way to enter, and then if you want to get back a decoy potion that you can use for the place where you clearly need one, then you have to put the mimic here. There's no other way to do that. And then you have to do the switch. There's nothing else that I can do at this point. Except to use the tar switch. Having done that, I can go here and I can go up here. And that's not enough. Well, the problem is that I need to be able to go through here somehow. No, I've already used up the switch, so that can't be it. Because I could go here and use the mimic to do the same thing, but then there's no way to actually get into that area at all. Okay, nothing more I can do before swapping. That would prevent me from ever going to that side, so I can't do that. And now there's no way to solve the room because I only have access to 2 potions and I need 3. I don't think this is possible. The room does not provide enough resources to solve it. You'd have to be able to reach all 4 potions, which is impossible, or you'd have to have another switching token. Which there isn't one. Once again, there is no way for me to access more than one of the remaining potions. I can either take this one and have no way to kill one of the eyes, or I can go up here and I have 2 potions, but I have to get the 3 eyes that are now inaccessible. There was never any opportunity to make that accessible. I think this room is impossible. There is not enough resources to use to solve this room. I've tried every conceivable combination of going in a direction and taking the potions available and using them to do things, and then pressing the token. I've done every combination, every order of doing those things that there is. I don't see how. I mean, I've tried basically everything. I've tried everything that there is to try with that. The only way that you can make more out of a resource is by doing something like this, or doing something like that, where you cut something before it turns into tar, usually that particular blob over there. But I've thoroughly demonstrated that that isn't enough. From the beginning of the room, you can either go through this way or through that way, or you can waste the tar token immediately, which is obviously wrong. If you go this way, then you get a mimic. The only reasonable way to use this mimic is to cut this mud, or to cut this tar. I've tried doing both of those things, and neither of them is good enough. If I use it to cut this tar, then I'm immediately stuck, and I have to go hit the swap token. And having hit the swap token, this mimic is perfectly capable of killing everything on that side, but that doesn't matter because I need to get to that side to take the 2 potions on that side. Because I need at least 2 potions to be able to solve the room. At least 2 of the things that are potions have to go to these 2 eyes in the south side. So that means that I can go this way, and I can't reach that eye. And I have to go this way to get another potion. Get 2 more potions. There's nowhere else to put that mimic. If I take this mimic, the only useful things that it can do is cut things that are not in my current reach. So what's not in my reach right now? This or that. Those are the only things that it makes sense to put this mimic toward. There's nowhere else that it could do anything useful. Like, it's not possible to cut this blob or this blob. It could cut this one, but then what? It'll just close a door, so that's pointless. So it can't cut this, it can't cut that. It's useless for it to cut that. It can't cut that. It can't cut that. There's exactly 2 things that it could conceivably cut for me. I mean, it could hit the swap token, but that is completely useless as well. What would be the point of it doing that? Like, that doesn't help in any way, because that would... Like, if I'm having the mimic swap the tar stuff, I might as well go outside and do it myself. That's completely pointless. Like, unless the mimic could somehow be disarmed and not use up the token somehow, but that's not really a thing that's available in this room. I mean, sure, I can just immediately have the mimic do this, but that's even less useful. I mean, there's no point to doing this. I might as well have gone out and hit the token myself. I guess I could kill it standing on the trapdoor. Is that what I'm supposed to do? That's really obnoxious. That I do for now. Yeah, this, I guess, should work. Feels like the kind of thing that you break rooms with, rather than being the kind of thing that's the solution to a room. It's fine. I don't know, I feel like the room is built very strongly to imply that you should do something else with it. Well, it is done anyway. Also, that room didn't have any tar or mud mothers, but I guess it was deemed too hard for the earlier tar mud switching level. Probably. I still don't want to go back to that one. I think there's still something I haven't done to the south of here, but I could be wrong. Let's see, this room... That's right, there's something to the east here. It's more level. Okay. So here... I probably want to start out facing a better direction, because I really want to be rid of this blob before any spawning happens. That should work. Okay, this is a lot more standard. I must have gone to the very hard part of the level before doing the end of the tutorial-ish part of the level or something. Oh, that's not good. Hang on. That should work. Okay. And south. Oh boy. This looks convoluted. I guess that makes sense. What is going on here? I guess I need to kill that eye. Feels like I should just take a wild guess. Okay, I needed to hit one, right? So why don't I just do this? I could be more efficient. That does it, right? Wait, no. They spawn differently. Wait. That's weird. Why is it like that? So... But why? I guess that's just a rule that exists. Okay. In case it's not obvious what I'm talking about, like this little construction here cares whether the thing that's on the left is tar or mud, like in terms of determining which one is going to get bigger first to block the other one from getting bigger. That's weird, but I guess it's just how it is. I guess it feels so weird because spawning is understood by me to be a function of this tar mother, right? So I would imagine that one of them, the tar mother or the mud mother, as they are at the beginning, like the one that's to the west or the one that's to the east should be the faster one. But that's not actually how it works because, of course, tar spawning is a global state, not a local one. Okay. What does this room want me to do? I guess the mimic has to get all the way over there somehow. I'm not really sure how. I can make a tar baby spawn in a way that's not at all useful to me. That's great. Also, my installation of draw doesn't like something in this room. I don't know what. Yep. Tar before mud, except for big spuds. That doesn't work, does it? How? The mimic can only go... Well, okay. I can do that. Okay, that's how we start the engine. Alright. So the first thing to do is this. Use the wall to bump it as far as possible that way. And then you can hope to have a tar baby push him to the west. And then I think having two of them will help me push twice. I can push one more that way. Now what? Well, I can spawn... That's not actually helpful, though. Yeah, there's no way to make the tar baby go west so that it could be a wall. But now, I could have a baby to the west this way. Two of them to the west. And now I can have tar stuff to the west, which is bad. I don't want that, actually. Okay. Now what? I guess that works. Yeah, that gives me almost what I need. What do I do now? I can't make that spawn any better. I don't want that. How do I get one more tile of space? I don't know. I don't see how I can get another tile of westwardness. Oh wait, do I need to? Maybe not. What I do need is some way for him to go... to not be going north here. How can I do that? I guess that would do it, except then he can't move at all. So I must have messed something up, because there's no way from here to make it work. Maybe... back here I should make it spawn into something that's cuttable, because then he could go... I could go like this, have him cut that. Actually, yes, that works.
Clear.
Yeah, okay. Alright. I don't know what it doesn't like about this situation, but it keeps giving error bleeps. Alright, let's go north. We have a stick. What is going on here? My vision tokens don't seem to be working that well. Maybe it's the lighting, but somehow the translucency doesn't seem that much better. Oops, that's not the right key. Okay, hang on. Have I turned something off that I shouldn't have? Tar stuff, environment. Maybe this would help. No, I can still barely see this fire trap. Oh well. So... the deal with this room is that if you have a stunned tar mother, then it can't spawn. And we need to use that to get rid of these roaches queens without letting any tar spawn. I think that's the whole thing. Really awkward. Can I maybe just do this? This is awkward. Maybe it's better if I put it this way. The main problem is having multiple roaches after me. Well, I'm in a bad position for that. That's better, maybe. That should work out okay. Yeah. Okay. Then I just need to put this back on its home fire trap. And there we go. This has a green door, so it leads to something else. In a similar vein... Okay. We have an eventual black door, which means that I need to ensure that the tar configuration is cuttable. And so we need to use the trick with that. Now for the mud part, oh, it's not going to be mud. Okay. So this part is similar-ish. Right. I think the point of this part is just, hey, you can push them diagonally too, by the way. Because I think where I need this is going to be at the end of the path. Like, this is cuttable, this is definitely cuttable. I'm estimating this is probably cuttable, that's definitely cuttable. I'm not sure about this T-shape here, so I'm going to try putting it over there. And we'll see what happens. Oops. Alright, let's see. If I eliminate that corner... Is this... Yeah, this is an odd number, so we're good. It's an odd width. If it was an even width, then I would have a problem, but it's an odd width. So the rest of this should all be perfectly cuttable. Like, I guessed that that one in the middle there was cuttable because, just meta thinking, it's probably that you need to push the mother as far as possible for it to be solvable, I would guess. Anyway. Alright. That was a application of the idea in the previous room to a different concept. There's a way to go east from there, but why is this? I guess this is here in case you somehow do the thing where you unclear the room with tar stuff and come back from the east with an uncleared room. Then that's there to ensure that, one, you can't clear the room from this side, and two, you don't get trapped. I guess someone must have found a way to actually go through the east side of that room without fully clearing it. Challenge: don't close any doors after they have been opened. Alright. So we have a tunnel here and there that both go that way. I think that's not part of the solution. We have this that's going to always spawn a single tar baby. So this would open that. This opens that. So this opens both of these. That opens that. This also opens both of these. That opens that. Okay. So essentially this challenge is asking me to juggle tar successfully, which I'm not entirely sure I can do, but we'll try. I'll give it a try at least once. First, let's just not let it spawn a baby here for the first step. So, yeah, if that spawns a single time, then I can't go. So I have to hurry to the other side and immediately cut it somehow. Huh. Is that even possible? I got here pretty much as fast as I could. That's not fast enough, apparently. How is that supposed to be possible? Like, if I open that, Oh, there's tunnels. I forgot there are tunnels. Okay. Use the tunnels. That makes sense. That would actually get you there fast enough. So I need to just cut enough and then run across. Cut enough here. I guess the ideal would be if I could make this avatar maybe that would keep it open somehow. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe. Actually, this should work. I'll just let that one spawn. And now there's a tar baby in the way of that one spawning. No door required. And now I don't really care about this blob as far as I know. I don't need to retoggle anything, do I? There's no black doors in this room. I'm pretty sure we're all good. I can just run across and hit this. Force arrows I'm a little concerned about. Lead out through these? Why do I need to go out through these? Do I need to go out through those? The exit of the room is that way. But there is an always spawning tar baby here. So one of these does need to be a usable exit, I think. But surely only one of them. So if I can... here. Okay, multiple considerations here. Let's... okay. So having hit that one, and with the one on the east in a stable state, let's try to set this one up in the same stable state for the future. So wait, let it spawn, don't die. Don't die, I said. This is I need to face east for this to work. Okay, I think that guy sitting on a force arrow isn't going to ruin anything, probably. We'll see. I mean, I can go stabbing, right? I could just completely remove this blob from existence, and that would be okay, right? Then I would have this way as an exit no matter what. Okay, now... maybe I can do the same on the other side, honestly. Just to be overly safe about this. I say as I get killed by something. There has to be some way I can stand where I don't instantly be trapped or killed. Perfect. Now both of these ways are completely open. I can get rid of that guy. Now I just need to hit this orb and then hurry over there before it becomes a problem. So, do that. Nope. And then hurry over. It's exactly enough time, basically. Now this I don't think I need to be careful with. It'll be fine, right? That one can... oh. Okay, so I need to deal with that for the final place as well. Which really obliges me to clear this out as much as possible, so that I'll have a clear path out to run through. Alright, I might as well just get rid of all of this tar too, then. Why not? It's the only way to be sure, right? There. Now I wait for turn 30, then hit the thing, then make a mad dash for the entrance, and I have exactly enough time to get to the Tar Mother, stab the Tar Mother. Don't have to get rid of all that, just use one of these routes I already opened for myself. Get rid of this guy. Ugh. Open tar surgery. Alright. Having done all of that, do I need the tar to be alive to go to the room north of here? Doesn't seem like I should. There's no seating beacon in this room, so I'm guessing that I don't. Guessing and hoping. Right, having done all that, now I just want to reach either of these tunnels. And that leads to this corner that I saw here, that leads to this secret room. Okay, cutting tar stuff with a decoy, I think, is what we're looking at here. Doesn't matter whether I push a sword onto a monster or push a monster onto a sword. The results are the same. I hope I don't need to keep any of those alive. Alright, I assume I want to keep the decoy with me for the next part of the room. Okay. There's a tar swap token that I'm not sure I need. I'm going to try moving forward without it. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's not a matter of need, is it? There's a trapdoor you need to drop to have access to that mimic. But before I worry about that, what's over here? This... This is the final location. Okay, so at the end of the room, I think. Oh no, what? Why do I need that? Oh, those are one way. Okay, those are one way. So I'm not supposed to... I have to hit this all the way through here, because otherwise there's no way to be rid of all this tar stuff in this part of the room. Alright. So, regardless, though, the final end location of both... So yeah, the Mimic has to hit this by being pushed. The decoy has to stand here to finish the room. So both of the friends have to come with me at the end of the room, is what I'm seeing. But I don't know of any reason I can't have the Mimic just go ahead and get rid of all this tar stuff in this part of the room. I need this decoy to face a different direction. But I don't think that can be done. Because that requires a double cut down there. South and west of some sort. North isn't going to work. Am I missing something? I can't see how I could be. I can't change which way the decoy is facing, but I need to. I can change which way the Mimic is facing all I want, but not the decoy. How is this supposed to work? Because I need the help of both of them to double cut that tar. The decoy isn't capable of making any cuts here whatsoever. What? What am I missing? You have to get rid of all of the tar stuff. These doors are one way, so you can't come back to somewhere after going there. The decoy starts out facing north and can't be changed. You can't cut all of this without the help of either the Mimic or the switch or things being switched. You have to bring a live decoy with you, so I can't do anything like killing the decoy as I hit this switch. Not that it matters, since it would still drop the trapdoor. I don't see how this is supposed to be possible. Is there some magic way to make a decoy turn around that I didn't know about? I don't believe there is. This room is missing something. I am, anyway. There has to be... How am I supposed to be able to get the last piece of tar? How do I change the decoy's direction? Well, I have to double cut this. There is objectively no other choice here. And I have to have the decoy able to cut this to be able to double cut this. There's no other way to cut this blob. Yeah, so maybe what I did earlier wasn't that wrong. Decoy standing on token doesn't activate token. Those two in there I was thinking from before I realized I had to swap things. I was thinking these are good double cut candidates. And they actually really are. So I think that's all it is. What I need to do now is find a way to move so that I can double cut with the mimic's help. Oh yeah, if I just do north and north, that should be fine. Okay. I need him to be farther north than I am, though. Too far north? There we go. That works. Don't kill my decoy. Don't kill my mimic decoy. Okay, so now same basic idea, but I need to be going eastward or northward works too. So something like this, and actually that's perfect, just like that. Okay. Now, once again, I need to trundle everybody through the tiny little passageway here. And this time we have mud that anyone can cut, so there won't be any problem. This part basically exists to require me to do what I did with the other part, so when you actually have already done the right thing, this part is really trivial. Okay, so now I just need to get the right position for the mimic to hit that, decoy to do that, and I can beat the lid, and then use tunnel to leave. Alright, that was cool. Required you to think of that particular thing when it comes to that. We're at like 20 minutes past 5 at this point. Not only is there that room I'm stuck on, but there's at least 3 more rooms that all look like they're going to be... Well, they all involve tar mothers at least, and mud mothers, so there's that. That looks like a timed cutting challenge. That looks like something with invisibility. That looks like a... Oh, I think I know what that wants me to do. That's make tar grow into this plate, into a blob, isn't it? Well, I'll find out later. Anyway, I think I'll call it a day for now. Just since we're not really very close to being finished with this level, I don't want to try to push and wind up an hour over time. So we're good for now, I think. Tar stuff is going to take a while, no matter what. Alright, thank you for watching. Have a great week. I don't know of any conflicts next Saturday, but I'll let you know in the thread if there are any. The definitive puzzle gaming experience. I feel like that might genuinely be true. Anyway.